brown color, so it really complements the look of the cookie and the cookie dough. Full spectrum, so you get all the medicinal benefits, all the cannabinoids, terpenes, everything. And you can look at my COA. The big terpene that popped in this one was humulene, which is an appetite suppressant. And we'll be right back, and I'll make some bigger chocolate chip cookies for the higher dose patient. So what we're making now is the Yummalish chip, which is made with our canna butter. And the canna butter is orange flambe strain, which was grown by Bud, Sweat, and Tears. So we just make these dough balls a little bit bigger. Actually, those minis that I made are this dough ball broken into 5 pieces. This is your full serving. And so the orange flambe strain is really unique because it actually smells like oranges. When you open the package, it's like, ooh, yes. There we are. Okay. Thank you for visiting the Yum Sweet Leaf Kitchen today. I enjoyed baking with you, so we'll see you soon. Right.
We're going to get ready to take a quick break here in just a minute. I'm sorry. Hold on. Just.
It's hard to put him down, I'm telling you.
It's a chocolate chip.
Did you guys get, the cookies and cream? Oh my gosh.
Sorry. Listen, that video.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, the butter, we were cutting
that's what I mean. Yes. Okay, so the can of butter is how I started. And so you can see how green the can of butter was in that video. So needless to say, that would kind of transfer into my cookies, and they would have a green tinge. So my beautiful window, which would like showcase my cookies that had a little green tinge, but I'm like, at least you know the cannabis is in there, right?
Right. I mean, that's the first
Yes,
thought.
yes. And so, and it does have a cannabis flavor, and it is a little bit of a green flavor because it's like the real green plant cannabis.
Yes, yes,
so,
yes. Full spec.
Yes, full spectrum and strain specific.
That's
so
a key part right
that
there.
That is what I believe in 100%. And so I started out, I thought, well, everybody knows these strains, that strain. Like Granddaddy Purple was one of my first. And I thought everyone knows what that is. Well, then I changed my box so that we put a little spectrum on there. I don't know if you can see it. It's this little colored barcode, and it starts with stimulating to sedating. And so I mark that for the patients now because there's so many strains out now.
Yeah.
So you don't know. Like Granddaddy Purple, you're like, oh, it's an indica, it's sedating. I know what that one does. But now you get like Asahi Gelato. Well, what the heck is that? Well, my Asahi Gelato is more stimulating. So I mark it on the box because I think of like, what if it was my mom and she wanted to buy a cookie that is going to help her sleep at night, and then she gets a sativa and is like off her rocker all night long. So that's why I'm trying to.
And it's long lasting as well, being an edible.
Yes.
So
it does
like
last
the effects are a lot different, right?
For
and so,
sure.
Way to be so thoughtful. And I think that's one of the other great things about a lot of the entrepreneurs into the industry, especially the people we're having on our show. They're really passionate about their part of what they're bringing to the market. And so I just think that's super amazing, your thoughtfulness of the end user, right? And that really helps for the education so they can continue to have the product.
Well, and in line with that, my flap, I pretty much wrote a small novel here. And I've come to find, I think people really don't read it, but if you ever find, the chance to read my 10 paragraphs, I just want to explain to the customer or the patient, like, what you're getting yourself into. Like, I don't want you to take this lightly. Like, you're about to have an experience.
Cookies are handcrafted in small batches with the highest quality ingredients. This results in a rich and decadent treat. Our canna butter is made by slow roasting whole plant cannabis and organic grass-fed butter. This method provides full spectrum infusion and creates the entourage effect. This allows your endocannabinoid system to access the full range of the active compounds, including THC, CBD, medically beneficial minor terpenes, and flavonoids.
Yes, yes. Happy birthday, Uncle Bob.
Happy birthday, Bob.
And 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Test, 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 test. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Drummer was needing some. He's got his headset.
Yeah, he's got control over it.
Yeah. There you go. World domination.
Yeah. Some of mine. Here's some of mine. Hey, Jason, here's some of mine. Would you like to hear the bass? Jason, would you like to hear the bass, please? Hey, Jason.
We're the Stylies,
I'm
y'all.
loud. I'm crispy. You can turn me into my mom voice now if you like. Hey, chickity chick 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 chick. Yeah, that's good. Hey, perfect.
What you like, come out today. It's a nice day. What do you say? So y'all doing all right? All right, let's get into the Bob, shall we?
How are your bellies?
Feeling all right. How about you?
Your belly's good?
My vocals are good. I can hear myself. I can hear you. I can hear the crowd.
Your belly, is it full? Is your belly full?
Cost of living gets so high, rich and poor, they start to cry. Now the weak must get strong and say, oh, what the tribulation. Belly full of the hungry. An angry mom is an angry mom. The rain of fall, dirty touch. The pot that cook, but the food not out. The rain of fall, dirty touch. The snow will fall, but the dirty touch. The ice will melt, but the dirty touch. An angry mom is an angry mom. Woke up this morning with you on my mind. I must be dreaming of running late. You're so good hold your hand. Hey, it's gonna be alright. Hey, really understand. Hey, it's gonna show, 'cause I wanna know, 'cause I wanna dance all night. T-Town, make some noise, y'all. Familiar faces, those warm embraces. When I touch you, I breathe so deep. My world of goes, your honeysuckles. Just feel the beat and hold on tight. Hey, when we go, I wanna go. I just wanna hold your hand. Hey, we eat, it's gonna be alright. Hey, she waits, gonna do it, really understand. Hey, it's gonna show, 'cause I wanna know, 'cause I wanna dance all night. You guys give us electricity right now on the guitar. I just wanna hold your hand. Hey, make it meet. When I say tell us stop. Hey, usually late. I don't do it. Really understand. Hey, show the show. 'Cause I wanna know. 'Cause I wanna dance all night. Thank you guys.
I don't know about you, but sometimes life just exudes a great amount of pressure. And I feel like I'm under that pressure. But nobody's paying attention. Hey Jason, I like your shirt. He's a very handsome man.
What's up, y'all? Hey, it's Bob Marley's birthday.
Happy birthday, Mr.
That's a big deal. We're so honored. We're so glad to be here. I'm just saying what's up to Sasha, of course, Donnie, everybody here at the venue Shrine, legendary venue, one of our favorite stages in Tulsa to play. We're the Stylies, bringing reggae music worth your while. Y'all feeling all right?
Here's a song.
people's heads hanging down, and I ask myself why don't they look to the sky? So much weight on their mind, The truth is so hard to find. I need it, you need it. That's why I'm playing and say, life under pressure. Life under pressure. Life under pressure. Life under pressure. We've got to live our lives. We've got to live free from strife. Removing the obstacles. Removing them one by one. Don't let them break you down. And don't let them push you around it. I'm saying, I'm praying. That's why I say, life under pressure. Life under pressure. Life under pressure. Life under pressure. Now pressure we got to remove. This is a righteous groove.
B-roll, like the B-roll. Hey guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, it is that time. Thank you for joining us at Medical Cannabis Marketplace. It is Perry Jones III, and let me tell you, oh my gosh, Women's Month. I love it. I love women. But guess who we have with us tonight, guys? We have put a lineup for you guys that is absolutely amazing, and we're gonna jump right into it because the ladies that we have on tonight, they're a powerful group. They are a powerful group. And so let's go right into it, guys. Listen, first off,
Mitties Medicinals.
boom, let's go. Let's just go because this is what's beautiful is this is live. And usually people get very nervous and they don't know how to take a live show. You just jumped right in there. Gama, would you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, so I'm Tessy with Mitties Medicinals.
I'm Melinda with Mitties Medicinals.
And I'm Perry Jones III with Medical Cannabis Marketplace. And guys, we got Mitties Medicinal in the building. Ladies, thank you guys for, thank you ladies for joining us today. I am so happy to have you ladies on. We did some research and let me tell you, in Central Oklahoma, there's a brand being talked about. And this brand has got some products that are quite amazing. And so we were very happy to have you ladies connect with us that we can get you guys on. And let's jump right into what you guys are known for. One of the craziest things on the market right now.
Our refreshers.
This refresher is absolutely amazing. I'm happy that it's here. I said we were going to start into it, and I'm getting a little too excited because people don't know about nano, and we're going to go a little bit into that here in just a moment. And then we're actually going to have a live demonstration on some of the things that you guys have. And so I'm super excited about that. But let's go to the very beginning. Let's go to, who are you guys? Who is Mitties Medicinal? Can you tell the folks about how you guys started this and who you guys are as a brand?
So me and Melinda are family, and we came from the farmer's market. So Melinda had opened up Mitties Kitchen in 2011, 2012. And
2011.
Let me tell you, too. Her jam, there is no other jam. Her tabbouleh, yeah, so amazing products that we had in the farmer's market.
Oh, listen,
yeah.
I love jam.
I've been trying to talk her back into bringing that a little back out.
So you're saying there's some new products possibly out there?
Maybe we can get her back. We can get back some farmers market stuff one
day.
Okay.
Okay. So started in the farmers market, 2011. That speaks volumes. So you've already been mixing and cooking and combining ingredients for the good taste for people. Then we fast forward to 2018.
Yep.
7 years in the game. It goes, hey, it's legalized in Oklahoma. Let's start.
It's time to do
It's
it.
time.
It's time to really do this now, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
man.
it was, cannabis has always been a passion of ours.
Okay.
We've been around it forever. So, I mean, we were like, man, we can take our farmers market roots and take that to cannabis, providing like high quality products in cannabis segment. So, I mean, and it was an easy way to enter, the barrier to entry was low.
Right.
And that was what we loved about the Oklahoma market. We're Okies anyways.
Love it.
So we're like, let's do this. We can put something different out there.
You definitely are Oklahomans when you say Okies. People always ask me, Perry, where are you from? I live in Oklahoma. I'm an Okie. I'm like, yeah, you're in Oklahoma. You're an Okie. And so that is beautiful. So how was you said the transition going from the farmer's market into the industry, the medical industry, was pretty easy for you guys because you already had a clientele base kind of going in. What products did we start with, if you don't mind me asking, when we got into the cannabis industry?
So we actually started with an infused jam.
It
It didn't go over super well just
I was
because it was
just
such
thinking
a new
about that,
market. But
right?
it was, she makes this pineapple jalapeno jam infused. Yeah, it was amazing. And like an apple butter. So we
That's my
had some
favorite.
we had some really great jams. Gummies was one of our, one of the big starts.
Okay.
Gummies, hard candy. So my mom, she works with us. My mom she had an old fashioned hard candy recipe that she made for us at Christmas. So we just were like, we got to have that.
Okay.
So we have that. And then really where the refreshers started becoming born, coming from a long line of alcoholism. I wanted to develop a product that was in a beverage. I wanted a beverage. I wanted something portable, something that we could help people break free from alcoholism.
Right.
And so that's when we just started doing thousands of hours of research and started really investigating and like researching nano.
Okay.
So I started really looking into like botanicals and how you get botanical oils. So I started research, spent thousands of hours researching R&D, and we developed an in-house nano process. And it was before really anybody here in Oklahoma was doing nano.
Okay.
So we kind of developed a process and we started kind of dabbling in it.
Proprietary, that's what they like to
Yeah.
use, that word. It's one of my new favorite words. I like that. And you started dabbing with it, and then now you've dabbled, because you dabbed, it's just the beginning.
Just the
dabbled
beginning.
is in there now,
In
right?
it.
And so now with it, would you say perfected that method
We did.
now?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so it's now perfected, and now we're going into multiple flavors, correct?
Yeah, not only multiple flavors, but we've taken it to our gummies as well.
Okay.
So, so many people have that anticipation of when it's going to hit, which brings on a lot of anxiety. So I thought, how do we circumvent that anxiety and allow people to have that faster relief?
Oh, real
And so
quick.
we
That's a
moved
good
into
thing
that.
right there. Because you mentioned the onset effect, but let's go to the name. You used the short-term name of nano.
Yes.
For those that are watching, would you explain what nano is short for and what that means?
So nano is short for nanoemulsification. Nanoemulsification is a process of taking the oil and breaking it down into itty bitty little tiny pieces.
Particles, super
particles
small.
about the size of a red blood cell. And so you break it into little particles, which then allows it to be water compatible.
Okay.
It's never going to be water soluble, but it's water compatible. So you can pour this in, it'll mix right in there. The oil doesn't float on top or anything like that.
Okay.
But with nanoemulsion, it allows it to enter your bloodstream a lot faster. So it not only do you get a higher bioavailability, so you absorb more of it,
It's one of my favorite words. I love that word.
and then you absorb more of it, and it comes on a lot quicker. Now, it does leave your system a little faster than a traditional edible that's going through your digestive system. But so it's really great for people that need that onset, that quick onset,
Automatically.
that quick relief, things like that. And it's also really great for people that are coming over from alcoholism because it's a very similar kind of onset and feel.
What I really respect and admire about what you ladies have put together is the story that goes behind it. And we're not trying to change, more or less. I mean, we want to change the vice, right? But we can help by changing the ingredients in it, and that helps to decrease parts of it. And that the nanoemulsification is one of my favorite modalities and ways of actually taking medicine because, like you just mentioned, it's a faster onset, it's less of it, it's really more of a controlled for the medicine for those specific aches, and it's really good if you do it properly, right?
Yes.
And so I think that like having that in options, and then you said you also put it into your other products now,
yeah.
right? Which what are those other products that utilize that?
So our gummies.
Okay.
So our gummies is one of the big things that we've moved it into. We do like a 25 milligram gummy, and we do a microdosing. So we really do a lot of microdosing.
Okay.
A lot of people, we want to target those people that are coming over to cannabis, maybe from CBD or new users, to ease into it and not have that, take that really high dose and that bad experience.
Bad side effects,
Yeah.
I
Yeah, so
understand that.
that's we don't really do a lot of really high dosing.
Okay.
We also make a powdered. Using some organic emulsifiers, a powdered cannabis, which we use in like our hot drink mixes, like hot chocolate, spice chai, mocha cappuccino. We infuse sugar without using alcohol, so our sugar is super clean, super good,
Really?
super tasty. So we have some really neat, which is a form of nano as well.
Okay, couple quick questions because I'm just super excited about these products. The first one is on the gummies, if you don't mind me asking, or is it fruit pectin or is it gelatin?
We do a gelatin base.
Okay, and then on the sugar, is it regular sugar or are we using like turbinado sugar
A pure
or
cane.
pure cane sugar? Okay, great. I like to actually mix my things, and so when you're doing teas or you're doing coffees or anything that would require or add the sugar or whatnot, I like to see what you can use with it, and that's pretty awesome.
And
right
ours
there.
is great because the way that we make this, it emulsifies right in.
Okay.
So when you mix it in there, it's not going to settle on top or anything like that. We have a real proprietary method.
There it is.
To infuse them. So then
Okay.
it just mixes right in. Same with like our hot chocolates and our spice chai. They're delicious.
All right. So one of my favorite questions, I love this question. I'm just going to jump right into this one because it goes right into what you're talking about. When, Miss Melinda, when did the plant touch you? When did the cannabis plant, make its appearance on your life? When did you grace your appearance with it?
Oh, when I was about 13,
Okay.
many years ago in Southern California where I was raised. And I never was much of a drinker or cared much for any other drugs, but cannabis was just always something I gravitated to. And, many years later, I can proudly say I'm a licensed cannabis processor.
Let's go. Creating
me
products and
super
medicine
happy.
for so many different people.
Yeah.
What would you say is your favorite product that now you have a whole line of different things? And like you mentioned, you started at 13 and it was in flower form, I'm assuming,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay, presuming I would go with that. Now that you've kind of jumped into all of these different ways of producing this medicine, what would you say are some of your favorite modalities and products?
My favorite product are our suckers. I love our suckers. They
Oh,
are
okay.
so good.
I didn't know you had
we
suckers.
We do have suckers too.
Didn't know we had
I
suckers.
love
Got
our
hard candy,
suckers.
suckers.
They're 20 milligrams. They're delicious. Tessy's mom, Callie, does a fantastic job on them.
Okay.
I like the sublingual absorption that the hard candy, the suckers give. It's kind of a little more gradual. I can
prolonged. I like
have a
that.
sucker, and if I start feeling a little high, I can put it down for a few minutes if I, want to, or depend on what I'm doing, and they're my favorite.
I didn't keep as much candy wrappers around until these suckers came, right?
Yeah.
And I recognized, because my grandmother's like, boy, what do you, just leave that there. And I'm like, now I know. I'm like, yeah, I don't need all this sucker. I can put this down. And so that's really, really smart. And I like that thought process right there. Tell me yours. What was your, when did the plant touch you?
My whole life.
Your whole life. Okay.
No, so I've been around it. My dad, I had family members, it always was a part of our life. I didn't grow up as a traditional kid that understood the stigmas. There was
Right.
no stigma in my home.
Yeah.
Like, it was natural in my home. I seen very, important people in my life that had successful lives that used cannabis. So, it never was something to me. I do remember some plants hanging in my house when I was younger.
That's what they were doing.
It was always a part of our lives. And for me, I was about 13 when I started smoking. So
Seems to be a magic number.
yeah. I do, we were young.
We were young.
Yeah,
We were
yeah.
young.
But we were always responsible,
Definitely.
responsible.
Definitely. I think
Yeah.
so. Then tell me, what's your favorite products, or what are the favorite modalities, and then your favorite products that you have?
So that's a hard one.
If you're biased, it's
a hard one for me. So
Okay.
I do like to smoke. So
Okay.
we make some infused blunts with rosin and keef. Those are like new for us, and I'm loving them.
Okay.
They're a little powerful for me. And then we also make cannagars.
Yep.
And so the cannagars are like a super slow burn, don't make me cough. So those are some of my favorites.
Okay.
But if I'm socializing, it has to be a refresher. I don't drink anymore. Like I said, I come from a long line of alcoholism. My whole drive behind this was to combat alcoholism. It's been very successful. I would say my mom will be 3 years sober in May because of this. But
Congratulations.
probably the refreshers and microdosing gummies.
Microdosing gummies.
Yeah.
So I fly every so often, and whenever I fly, my choice of flying companion is a sucker, and so mentioning that, I am now going to make my way. You guys are you're a processor, right? How many dispensaries would we say that we're in?
About 70.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. I'm excited because actually I get to have some of these guys, and it's going to be amazing. But we're going to bring them back on towards the end of the show. And we're going to actually do a demonstration of the refreshers, and we're going to do it with some product sampling that I'm super excited about. So we're going to be able to do that, right?
Can of mocktails.
Can of mocktails. That's what I'm talking about. That is going to be great. Ladies, we're going to get ready to take a quick break, and then I'm going to bring on the rest of our guests at the end of our show when we get ready to do our product sampling, our product reviewing. I am excited because this is the very first one that's going to be made live, guys.
Yeah.
This has not been done before on our show anyways, but we are going to make this live. So, guys, I am excited to have you guys on here in just a little bit. Thank you so much. Folks, pay attention. We are coming right back. Wait till you see what else we got coming on, and wait till you see these drinks made later. I'm so excited. You know what we're about to do. Petty Fox, you get ready to take us out, boss?
Give me 30 seconds.
Oh,
I'm gonna play this.
he gives me 30 seconds. good talking point, right quick. Quick was. I know you're not leaving. No, you're not. We love you. Have a safe trip. Guys, welcome back. Real quick. We're right here.
Now we're there.
We're right there. It's right there. Okay, we're right there. All right, guys, this is fun. This is what a live show brings you. It is, if you don't have fun, you're not doing it right, is what I can tell you. All right, so what we're going to do, guys, we're going to take a quick knowledge moment is what I like to call this, right? We just ended with some beautiful information with Mitties Medicinal, and they were talking about their modalities and the breakdown of what they have, and that was in the form of nano-emulsification. Nano-emulsification, like they explain, is a breakdown, a fine breakdown of the compound, and then that way it makes it to where it is compatible with water and soluble, where your body can digest it into your bloodstream. Well, I know you just heard it from them because they're the processor, and then you just heard me as the host. What we're going to do is we're going to talk to Dr. Sims. Hold on, there we go. All right, good. Now we're going to talk to Dr. Jason Sims of THC2, the Higher Care Clinic. And Doc, I think this is an interesting point to go over real quick. Can you give us
Definitely.
A good standpoint about, just tell us about it,
Yeah.
please.
So for so they were saying, for the nano-emulsification, it's going to be, making the particles much smaller so that they're actually more soluble in water.
Okay.
So, because cannabis, of course, is oil-based. THC is oil-based. CBD, all the different cannabinoids are all oil-based, and they dissolve in oil.
Mm-hmm.
So by making them able to dissolve in water, you're able to the digestion is sped up. So you're able to get it through your liver easier. You actually get some absorption in your stomach. You get some absorption in the small intestine a little bit better than with the oil part. So, and I talk to patients all the time. So if you're one of those people that are taking 1,000 milligrams of THC and you're not feeling anything on an edible, you're not absorbing oil correctly. You're not breaking that down right. You might not have a gallbladder. It might just be because of the way you are. So, and I tell people that's what you need to look for. You need to look for water soluble, the nano-emulsification type products, because those are going to kick in a lot faster. They're going to kick in a lot better, and you don't have to worry about the oil absorption if you're not doing it, especially, if your body's just not doing it. Because there's no point in taking 1,000 milligram edible and not feeling anything. You're just wasting money.
Correct.
So, and we have a lot of patients like that. Like I said, a lot of them don't have gallbladders, but then there's other ones that's just the way it is. So the nano is awesome for that. Okay?
So let me ask you this
Definitely.
real quick, because you said you have a lot of patients that you suggest this for. Would you be able to give a description of the type of conditions or ailments that would require, or a person that would require something of this modality?
It's just the people that that basically come to you and tell you, I don't do edibles because they don't do anything for me.
Okay.
Or I can take 500 milligrams and I still don't feel anything, but my girlfriend's passed out on the floor.
Right. Right.
For the same amount or even half of as much.
Okay.
So, but the biggest thing you got to remember for these people, and like I said, also the people without gallbladders, a lot of times if you have your gallbladder removed, it can change that a lot.
Okay.
But the biggest thing you do need to remember when you're using nano, when you're going from oil to nano, decrease the dose a lot. It doesn't take very much. Okay, so we're talking even if you're taking 1,000 milligrams of the regular edible that's oil based, you might only need 5 or 10 milligrams of a nano product. So you've got to basically start over. Start low, go slow, and that's what we preach here.
That ties in right to what their model is of the microdosing, as well as offering low dosage of even the refreshers. The refreshers I noticed were at 20 milligrams, which for the common cannabis user, they would go, 20 milligrams, the wave. They would say that, but when you, like you mentioned, the nano-emulsification is more powerful, stronger.
Way stronger.
So
way
then,
stronger. You got to be really careful with it.
Riddle me this with that. What about the side effects? So with eating an oil-based edible, you have a longer onset, so it takes longer for it actually to kick in on you. And then a lot of people have bad experiences, right? Because you can't control it. It's in your system. It's going throughout your body. What about the nano? If that hits you faster, what are the side effects for a person? in that realm? How would you expect that?
So yeah, so whenever the oil goes through, the Delta 9 THC comes through your liver, it changes to Delta 11 THC.
Okay.
So Delta 11 THC is much more, more potent. It's stronger. It's more psychedelic. It's more psychoactive as well.
Okay.
So with the nano, yes, some does change, but not as much.
Okay.
Changes because you're absorbing it a little bit through your stomach, so you're not going through your liver. You're absorbing a little bit more through your duodenum and your small intestine, and then you're going through your liver as well. So you still have some change into that Delta 11, but it's not as much.
Okay.
So it's going to be a little bit different of a feeling.
Okay.
But it can do really good things. I mean, I really like the nano-emulsification, and I'm really super excited that they were here today.
Would you tell the people you're saying? I love this saying. You guys don't know Doc. Doc is like my brother. He is my brother, and he has this saying about medicine. And I mean, obviously, you hear it from a doctor, you take it. And so, Doc, tell them what your favorite saying is. It's my favorite saying. Excuse me.
Medicine's not supposed to be felt. Medicine is supposed to make you be able to do more.
Right.
Okay. You're not supposed to feel your medicine.
Right.
Okay. If you feel your medicine, something's going on, truthfully. So, and that's where the problems can come in, especially, with some of these other medicines that we have. But yeah, you're not supposed to feel your medicine. It's supposed to make you be able to function better.
Guys, there you hear it.
So, yeah.
That's it. You heard it right here from the horse's mouth. Excuse me. That's not the right thing to say. From the doctor's mouth. You heard it from the doctor himself, all right? This is where if I had the button, it would just hit the button. If I had the button, it would happen right there, all right? That's what's beautiful about a live show. That's what next week, baby.
Yeah,
that's what Petty says. Petty says next
season,
week,
probably.
next season, next
probably
quarter, next quarter. All right. So, Doc, man, thank you for that explanation. And then real quick, because I didn't really set the lineup for our lineup for tonight. We have powerful women in multiple variations of the industry, and they're using different technology, they're using different products, and they're bringing medicine in a multitude of ways. We talked about the nano, we've got CBD, we've got a grower, we also have terpenes. Would you kind of go in real quick about some of the compounds and terpenes and how those work from a medical standpoint from your place, so that way once I bring the rest on, they understand like the benefits of their product?
Yeah, so terpenes are kind of like the essential oils of cannabis. They gives them their smell, their taste, flavors, aromas, those things, and it's the nuance. Terpenes are the nuance. So we do know that terpenes have medicinal value. Some rev you up. Limonene actually revs you up. Then some calm you down. Caryophyllene, kind of calms everything down, helps with pain and stuff. And so the terpenes are probably one of the most important things in cannabis, truthfully, because that's where, like I said, that's where the nuance comes from. That's where you find out what you like and what you don't like and what works for you and what doesn't work for you is based on the terpenes. And all the strains, they're truthfully called cultivars, but all the strains are based off of terpenes. Okay, because the strains are based by what the terpenes are, not the THC or the CBD content. Okay, so you can have different CBD, different THC contents in the same strain because of how you grow it.
Gotcha.
But it's always going to have the same terpenes.
Those all affect
so,
that.
Yeah, and that's why, and you can look those up. Those can be found. And that's why I tell patients it takes a couple of years to figure out what terpenes work best for you. But you got to write that stuff down. Write it down and figure out what works best for you, what doesn't. Then look up the terpenes. Yeah. Because you're going to find that what works best are those three. There's about three common terpenes that work best for different people. Okay. And then you'll have another three that don't work very well. Okay. So then you'll know. It doesn't matter what the name of the plant is. Doesn't matter what the name of the cultivar is. You're looking at the terpenes, and you'll know that one's going to help you, or that one's not going to. Okay. So it's truthfully where the nuance comes in with all this.
So when you guys are out there, and even people that aren't patients, right, in other markets or whatnot, when you're there and you're looking at, when you're a consumer in the dispensaries, and you're getting ready to look at a strand or a product, when you're looking at that strand, yes, the name can be very enticing, but you hear it right here from the doc's mouth. You want to look at the ingredients of it. You want to find out if certain things get you. And this is great information. And so, Doc, I appreciate you being able to come on and explain the differences in some of those modalities, understanding what terpenes are and some of these compounds. That's going to help to set the tone for who we got coming up next. Guys, I've got Marissa, and listen, oh my gosh. We've been doing stuff for a long time. I am so proud of this young lady because I mean, when we talk about her products, she's the very first ones to come out with this terp-infused, really anything in the market. I remember when she started, and I can't wait for you guys to meet her. Some of these things are going to be amazing that we're bringing on. Doc, again, thank you so much for explaining that for us. Folks, give us a couple of seconds. We're going to be right back, and we're going to bring in some good stuff for you, all right? Oh, man, guys, listen, I cannot get enough of Petty Fox. Petty Fox always knows how to set that tone for us. Thank you so much, Petty. Guys, listen, welcome back, welcome back. I told you I had somebody special on this next one. We want to thank Dr. Sims, Dr. Jason Sims with THC2, one of the sponsors of our show, coming in and dropping in those dimes of knowledge, and he set it up, right? He basically just gave the alley-oop right now. I've got Marissa here, guys, with MariBliss. Oh my gosh, I like that wave. That was cute. That was a golf wave right there. Hello, guys. Hello, young lady. Thank you so much for coming on today.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're so welcome. You are so welcome. Folks, for you that don't know, MariBliss is everywhere. If you haven't seen it, you need to go and follow it. We're going to put all the descriptions down here. But I am so excited about you. Like I mentioned before,
we've been working together for quite some time now. And like I said, I remember, I believe you were one of the first people to do, if not the first, terp infusion on products. And so, number one, for being women-led, for being strong and stepping out as an entrepreneur, thank you and congratulations.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Like I said, you're everywhere, so much to the tune that you have your own spot now.
I do.
Right? Congratulations on that right there. Would you go and give us a little background about who you are and your business and how you started your brand and this beautiful name of MariBliss?
Yes. So I, Mary, a little bit about me is I started an American shaman.
Okay.
Before 788 had passed, and I found out that I really loved the medicine. So I would just sit there and I'd educate my whole shift.
Nice.
And then when 788 passed, I started working in the dispensaries.
Okay.
Hamilton's was my main one, and I had people journal their terpenes every day to try to help them figure out which medicine was great for them and which one wasn't. And then I just kept researching the terpenes and found that I can take those terpenes by themselves, and I can I can combine them into my products and infuse them, and people can still get the medicinal benefits of the terpenes without having to have the THC.
Right.
So that's
how you did it, huh?
That's how I did it. So I wanted to make it to where, like I said, where people had another way, an alternative to their medicine. So
this is it's super exciting to hear that, because going from starting on the advocate side, right? And you said you started with CBD Shaman, American Shaman, excuse me, which was one of the first CBD companies in Oklahoma that was really going out. They had the brick and mortars, and they specialize in a lot of education as well. And so to get that, and then going over into Hamilton, shout out Hamilton. Is it Hamilton's Buds or just Hamilton's?
Hamilton's Bud and Bloom.
Okay, that's it. In Broken Arrow. Shout out to them, because they are one of the few dispensaries that I've known throughout this industry at this time doing journaling and encouraging that with their patients. And so, definitely a big shout out for the way that they handle their medicinal care over there.
Yes.
And then, it's a testament to what you've done in figuring out how to create your own business out of that. So not only are you helping patients with alternative ways of taking these essential oils and applying them to themselves, but you were able to get out of that rat race and start your own business and be an entrepreneur. So, that's what this was made. That's so amazing to hear.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. So, can you tell us a little bit about the products that you started with, and then how you've grown? Because you have your own storefront. So, tell us how you started, and then what's the most popular, and then your SKUs, if you don't mind.
Yeah, so I originally started with our candles and our wax melts. They were to be able to give you the therapeutic benefits of the terpenes, so just lighting the candle in the air would make you receive the therapeutic calming benefits, or the happy uplifting from the limonene. People really loved the candles, so then that kind of grew on, and then I started with our bath soaks, and that was a huge hit.
The bath soaks,
The bath soaks are really what took off, because you get double benefits with the bath soaks. You get the therapeutic, so you get that relaxing, that sedation. On top of that, you get to absorb the terpenes through your pores too. So you're getting the anti-inflammatory properties and stuff that way too.
Man.
So.
And then you have the roll-on, correct?
So then the roll-ons, that is our next biggest item. Product. It's almond oil, hemp oil, 1,000 milligrams of terpenes. And you can literally just apply it anywhere you need to. Different strains are going to do different things. So some will be like Granddaddy Purple to help with migraines, insomnia, pain. Where some will be for PTSD, some will be for mood boosters.
The terpenes being the infuser to change those moods or whatnot. And so that's a great, I had a question about that, because I think it's awesome, the use of terpenes, right? We hear the word terpenes, and like Doc mentioned, he named a few of them, but there's a plethora of terpenes. Me, as a consumer, I'm like, man, So how do you know which terpenes to use? So like, how do you know what you're putting in? Is it based on names like he said about finding what was in it and you're using that, or did you create terpene profiles and just put them together?
So I match the profiles completely to the cannabis plant. So Granddaddy Purple is Granddaddy Purple. So
strain specific,
yeah,
right?
strain specific.
Okay.
So that way you know, like when you go to get Granddaddy flower or vape or whatever, however you
This should
partake,
be
right? You'll get the same benefits with our stuff without the high, without the mind altering.
Oh man, that is
but
so
then when
awesome.
you compare them together, it will help with like an entourage because you're getting
effect.
double terps with your medicine.
Okay. So what I really enjoy is the fact that with the bath salts, these are one of my favorites actually, you're encouraging people to take baths.
Yes.
So for those that don't have a bathtub, I suggest get that Embassy Suite, shout out Embassy Suites with the big tubs, and you get this salt and you put that in there and you soak your body, because it is like you mentioned, it is a great way to really have your body take in the terpenes and take in the aroma, right, and really absorb it. And so just like a topical, when you go on the outside of the skin going in, it's a different effect than coming from the inside going out. And so I find that to be, super unique there. Light you one of these bad boy candles. Tell me about the incense. So the incense, like those are infused as well. So as soon as you burn, you're not burning the terpenes off?
No. So it burns at the perfect temperature because we don't have any chemicals, toxins, or additives with our stuff. It's only DPG oil and the terpenes. That's it. So they actually burn 45 minutes per stick, and they're 100 milligrams per stick. So super light burn time, light smoke, softly scented, so you're not putting.
I like it. Again, if you're in that shout out Embassy Suites, getting that hotel room, and you getting that Granddaddy Perp, you can light that incense. I'm not telling you how to stay in the hotel. I'm just saying these terp infused makes it smell good. And so let me ask you this. This is one of my favorite questions. When did the plant touch you?
So I would say about 7 years ago, I tried it. Time is flying. I want to say 7, between 5 and 7. We'll go with that. I went to Colorado. I tried it for the first time with me and my health issues, you know. And I realized, wow, this actually makes me feel better and takes my pain away. So actually, after I went to Colorado is when I left Quick Trip. I was like, okay, I'm going in the CBD world. So I left my management job at Quick Trip to work for American Shaman. So
let me tell you, this is what I love about those live shows, is that things happen organically, right? And so instead of like a traditional, here's what we're gonna do, the way you were able to bring in your previous line of work with Quick Trip and having that high end to go and have a medicinal effect in another market and come back and take advantage of it by getting that education forefront and then branching out and becoming an entrepreneur. Like, that speaks volumes. In 7 years, I commend you, and that's why you're on this show, so you can help to encourage others as well as get this product in front of people. Because I tell you what, guys, this is something that you guys are going to want to have. We're going to get ready to light a candle here in a little bit, and that makes me so excited. Let me ask you this before I let you go. Going into this next year, because you've been in the industry now since we've started in 2018, 2017 is when you started then and came in. Now that we've been going, where do you see yourself and your product and your brand in the next year, next 2 years in the future? What do you have set for yourself?
So honestly, I see my products in a lot more stores throughout the United States. Definitely going through pain clinics, holistic wellnesses, pharmacies, stuff like that, on top of the dispensaries.
Big branch. I like that.
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff that I want to see. Yeah, I hope so, but we'll see. Kind of letting the universe guide me. And
let me tell you, it seems like you're on the right path, because it's guiding you just gorgeously. I mean, I look forward to, like I mentioned before,
I'm one of your biggest fans. I've always been one of your biggest fans. I find it to be very amazing the way that we can take the terpenes and, like you said, take this nationally, take this internationally, and you have other ways of medicating that aren't the traditional, let me get high. Like, similar to what Doc said, your medicine you shouldn't be feeling. It should just be making you do more things and lighting candles and making you take more baths and your muscles being less ached without having that effect or that mental that speaks volumes about who you are and what you're doing with your company. So
thank you. I appreciate
you're
that.
so welcome. I'm so happy to have you on. I look forward to everything that's about to happen for you. And I'm going to keep supporting and getting some stuff. Folks, listen, like I said, we've got Miss Marissa here with MariBliss, and this is beautiful what she currently has. You guys need to look it up. How do we find your products? Is it on your website? What do we have?
So MariBlissEssentials.com. You can Google MariBliss Essentials, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn.
TikToks are going crazy. Her TikToks are going crazy, so you might want to go ahead and follow her as well. So that'll be good. Definitely get out and find these products. I'm saying from personal use, I do use them. I suggest you try them. I look forward to finding you back up here in another 3 months and seeing, the growth and things that you've accomplished.
I look forward to being back.
Yes. It always gets me excited when people say they want to come back. So, man, listen, guys, I told you we've got a stacked house of queens in here tonight. Like I said, we're going to show some things. Guys, I'm going to get ready to get us into a break, get ready to bring up our next guest, and let me tell you, this young lady, she is fire. And I mean, she's growing fire. And this is going to be crazy. So stay tuned. More to come. Thank you for paying attention. And young lady, we look forward to seeing you again.
Thank you. Appreciate
You're welcome.
it.
Petty Fox, roll us out of here, will you? Listen, I told you guys, welcome back. Petty Fox, again, thank you, bro. Slaying it over there. Guys, he's going to be, and just so you know, he's going to come over. What'd you say? Yes. He's got my buttons. He's going to. Yes, yes. You pay attention, guys. Check us out. I'm going to put some in the post. My man's going to get ready to do a show for us, and you guys are going to want to be here for this. I'm at Studio 30 on Thursdays nights. We're starting tomorrow night. Hold on, today's Wednesday, right? Yeah? Next Thursday, sorry. Yeah, he's got a gig other than our gig, but he's got another gig. Next Thursday, guys, we're going to start Petty Fox over at Studio 30. He's going to be starting a residency. We're going to see how we can let you guys see more of his talents. It's absolutely ridiculous. And let me tell you, I'm so proud of what we're doing tonight. The show is going so amazing. The energy that's here with all these queens right now is absolutely breathtaking. I'm just so blessed and so thankful that they are all here. Listen, they've got energy galore. I told you I had Leidy here, all right? And I'm going to introduce Leidy, but Leidy is going to do the introducing because these women, Leidy, would you come on and just tell people who you are and what we have here? Because I can't do it more than what you're about to do, I promise you.
Okay, so honestly, I am really excited of how this night turned out. It's been like just me not knowing what was going to happen to running into something amazing. Just because I'm here tonight, and then I can also have Grace on, okay? She's like one of the best testimonies that I've ran into, and one of the reasons like my love even for the plant went like sky high. So it was just, she wasn't even expected to be sitting down here, so it's like I put her on the spot, and I'm sorry, friend, but I needed you here tonight.
I was giving
her
the
testimony.
And that's friendship right there, folks. I'm telling you. So you did this introduction. I've got it of you two. We've got Gracie and we've got you, Miss Leidy. Introduce your brand.
Yes.
Okay?
So we have FIKA.
Okay.
FIKA. And so it just goes back to the word, the meaning, what I'm all about, honestly, as a person, and what I try to bring out through my brand. FIKA is a moment to slow down and appreciate the good things in life. So we kind of like gave it a twist, like you just smoke, relax, stay, live on gratitude. I'm big on gratitude. I feel like there's so many things to be grateful for every single day. Like we just gotta wake up, be happy, and you know, just do good, right? Like that's what I want to bring through my flower. You smoke FIKA, you just, you know,
you feel good.
Just slow down, chill, like
preferably in a cone. That's my preference there. That makes you slow down. But yes, wow, that's amazing. Okay, now where are you from? Where are you located right now? Where's your base operations?
Yeah, so right now we have our facility in the Waterloo area, Oklahoma City. Yeah.
Okay, see.
We are part of the Fire Ranch family, and you know, just doing our thing, small facility, just
putting out this FIKA, putting out this fire.
Yeah,
that's what's happening right here. And I mean, what makes me excited about that is what you're here for, because not only did you just bring all this flower, but what you wanted to talk about. You have a testimony about just this testimony. Let's just go into it. Would you be able to tell us a little bit about what has happened to you and then what you've been able to achieve since knowing that, and how we're addressing it currently?
My name is Gracie, and I am from the FIKA team. So I got into, I'm going to start off with cannabis, not the company.
Okay.
So I started off with cannabis just because I was already tired to be on medication. So let me go back. I got in a car accident. They rushed me to the hospital. I get an MRI, and they said, "Hey, Gracie, you have something in your head." I was scared. I said, probably a tumor, cancer, super scared what was happening. 6 months later, I get diagnosed with Arnold-Chiari malformation, which is a rare, a rare disease, or a lot of people say a chronic illness, and there's no cure for it. So the only solution that I was told is medication and brain surgery, which is scary.
Right.
I go into a whole treatment of yoga, therapy, acupuncture, 5 years until I decide, hey, this is time for me to get brain surgery.
Okay.
I get brain surgery. It's called a decompression. So Arnold Chiari, my condition that I have is my brain is falling down through my cerebellum. So it's putting pressure on my skull.
Okay.
So that, just that alone, the pressure, you're not able to run. I'm not able to do exercise, anything that has to do with strength.
Okay.
Anything. I'm serious about
Can I interrupt?
Yes.
anything.
Laughing. She was having a great time, and it was like if she laughed too hard, her brain will,
So it coming down is mean more or less of the brain being loose, and any major gyrations are going to cause more inflammation.
Right. Sneezing,
Okay.
coughing,
Okay.
laughing, and all of these things that happens on a daily basis.
Right.
Daily basis, the headaches that I get is more severe than migraines.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So migraines. Everyone
Those are
says
powerful.
migraines are
Yeah.
powerful.
Yeah.
What I have comes with me feeling nauseous, dizzy, slur speech.
A cascading
It's
of
just-
side effects
it's
that
so
come
many
off
things.
of that. Okay.
I was at my breaking point, and I said, I need to find something that's going to help me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I keep on, they put me in so many medications. The only thing it does, it puts me to sleep.
And mask the stuff. That's
And
really what it's doing. It's just masking.
It puts me to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
There's a brand that everyone goes and buys off the counter,
Mm-hmm.
which I was doing the same thing too. The only thing that did to me was just make me sweat. It numbs me for 2-3 hours, and then I'm back with the headaches. I'm back with not being able to interact, laugh,
function
talk, not
properly.
function. And I tried cannabis.
Okay.
I
We start
said-
with flower.
We start with flower.
Okay, and so that was your touch into. Well, I mean, that answers one of my favorite questions: is how did the plant touch you? And I mean, it touched you, and this is what you started with was FIKA flower or flower in general.
Can we talk
was-
about, sorry, can we talk
ahead.
about the time that we had the animal lemon, right? The animal
Flower.
lemon.
I was
on.
about to say that.
You can
Fika
open-
Started
flower.
with FIKA flower.
Yes.
Started
Okay.
with Fika flower.
I mean, it
So-
was just the day I remember that I made her laugh so hard. She like literally said, "Lady, this was the first time that I wanted to laugh this hard," and I laughed, and my brain didn't do what it usually does.
And I didn't go to sleep. I didn't pass out.
You were functional.
I was functional. So we had animal lemon there, which is very a citrus
Very much so.
smell. I smoked. We were smoking, hanging out, and she made me laugh. And to the point where she made me laugh is when your eyes are teary, you're cracking up, that type of laugh.
That's that smoke laugh. That's
okay.
that good smoke laugh
So
right there.
that's something that never happens to me because
Okay.
I know how to hold myself back from laughing, and I'm interacting, but
Protecting yourself.
I know what my brain is going to do. Arnold Chiari kicks my butt every day. I smoked animal lemon. She made me laugh, and a second
It's funny how she
later,
said
this
that,
is
but it
me.
was.
I know.
A second later, I said, "Oh my God, lady, something happened to me, and you are not going to believe this." I'm getting goosebumps now. And I said to her, "You're not going to believe this." And then I started crying. You know how many years I've been through laughing, but I have to either remove myself from the room or just excuse myself and say, just hold on a second. You want to see what I do when I laugh? I see dark, I can function, and I have to just cover myself and just hold myself tight because I get pounding headaches. I look at Leidy and said, "Lady," and I was crying.
She
And
was
I said,
crying. I was like,
"Lady,
"What
you're not going to
happened?"
believe what's happening to me right now. I feel the pounding, but it doesn't hurt. I have no pain." And she said, "Friend, what are you talking about?" And I said, "Arnold Chiari, I mean, what I have is not kicking me right now. Lady, let's laugh.
And the doctor's gonna be proud of me because I told her write that down. And the more I've gotten into the flower learning, because it's all about, we learn every day, right?
You learn every day.
I didn't come in here. Yeah, I'm not an expert. I don't say. I do have the most amazing grower. I say I have to shout out to the hubby. He's killing it.
Shout out to the hubby.
His genetics, yes.
He's got the genetics and he's doing the growing.
Yeah, he's my, he's the head grower. He is, I mean, you can take a look at the flowers, Perry. Tell me what you think,
So I'm maybe a little premature right now, but we going down to FIKA. That's what we doing. We're going to take the tour. I'm going to take the guys, and we're going to go get an up-close personal look at what you guys have here. Animal Lemon, I think, is a cross of animal cookies and lemon, maybe lemonade. It's very citrus. I am a sativa guy myself. Fancy myself a connoisseur. I don't like those words. I just like cannabis. And so
you're an OG.
I am definitely an OG, and my nose will tell me. But this Animal Lemon smells delicious. And so you started with the Animal Lemon, but really you started with their flower, with your flower.
Right.
And then from there, it really goes into the process of how that stuff is made, because now you're using this as your medicine, correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
And that's what
this is about.
It is exactly what it's about. If I'll be honest with you, I know there's and still till now there's too much stigma going around.
Yes.
Just the word cannabis alone, right? I said to Leidy when I was not in pain, I said to her, I wish I can put this in my forum. I interact with so many people that have my condition because we talk and chat among us, trying to find ways to feel better.
Right.
Because there's no days that we wake up with my condition and we feel good.
Or that it's a traditional normal.
Right. And I
so,
said, I want to text this. I want to upload it and say, try cannabis. And I'm not recommending it, but me personally, I laughed after so many years without me being in pain or without me passing out having to call 911, which is 100% true.
And she didn't mention, but she had like surgery and it was like a whole process that she shares, and it's like it's crazy because she's an amazing human being and great to work with, and it's like it was when I said it skyrocketed, I was like, damn, yes, the team, so we're doing great things, and I'm excited to have you over, see how we do things. Like we try to keep a small batch. Shout out to all the amazing growers in Oklahoma. There's great growers right now.
We have a lot of options here, and I think that's what the system has allowed us, right? A lot of people have different opinions on the way that the state rolled out with the system, but I feel like having it carve itself out like it's doing right now. There's been growers that have come, there'll be growers that will come, but there's some that are here that are making their stance, and having you guys put your foot down, put a Staples out of OKC, small batch, is my prefer. I deal with a lot. I love growers. I love the mass, but I prefer personally a small batch because I just feel a little bit more personal with how that goes. And that also goes into, and I don't know if you guys do this yet or whatnot. I know we do the flower, but going into like other products. So like, Mitties medicinal, like sourcing great quality that ends up becoming another great quality product.
Yes.
And that's what this is about.
Yes.
It's the ongoing production of finding those things for stories like yours that we have a solution. Because one of my favorite sayings is we're all patients, you just haven't been diagnosed yet.
Yes.
So, I mean, if you need it, see Dr. Sims, little baseless, shout out THC2 as our sponsor, but he will help you. But definitely this is, let's go,
can I
real quick,
for sure.
how long, since we were talking about the time frame, can you give me a time frame of when you had the car wreck, when you've had the surgery, to when you actually started with the medicine and figured out that this is now your choice is flower and you're using that as a mitigation of the other medicines?
My car accident, if I'm not mistaken, was in 2011. I get my decompression, my brain surgery. They opened me up, cracked my bones, and made space for my brain. That was in 2016.
Okay.
And I continue on medication for a good 4 years until we got to 2020, and I was introduced to cannabis.
The pandemic,
Man.
everybody was smoking.
Wow, this is, and I'll tell you the time frames. I mean, obviously, Oklahoma has only been in it's 2023. We started in 2018, and within this 5 years, going into the 6 years now, to have it where you see so much growth. Yes. That happens. You see so much development, and you see so much taking health into your own hands. That's right, exactly, and then spreading that word, because that's what keeps not only our businesses alive, but it keeps us being healthier.
Right.
You know,
and educating the patients, right? Like going back, I love the conversation the doctor had, like terpenes, teaching the patients to shop, like what's good for you, what is your body asking for, right? Because and it brings me back to like something I'm experiencing now with like the testing. You know, I get testing back on some of my flower. I'm like, what? Like. And then the terps are, so teaching the patient that, like, and writing it down and taking notes, what works for you, you know? Yes, we all want to feel good. This medicine feels good. We need to learn the balance, right? Learn how to not let the medicine overtake you, because just like any medicine, it can do bad for you, you know? So, like, as a whole community, breaking that stigma, right? Like, being a mom, like, you know, it's the example you want to bring, just everything around, right? So, yeah, I wanted to share that. Yes.
Man, listen, you're a leader. I tell you that, young lady. I mean, you came in boss style. I love it. I love it. Let me end with this real quick, because we've got you guys on. We know that I plan on bringing the team down to see the facility, doing an even more close-up interview. My favorite question: when did the plant touch you?
Well, for me, honestly, I was introduced to the plant as a recreational, right? Okay. I never saw any medicinal side to it, being completely honest. It felt good. I partied. I'm not like, you know, I'll take a shot, I'll drink a beer, but I'm not, you know, that my choice to have fun was cannabis. Right? So I was introduced probably like 15, whatever, you know. And I come from a very strict, like, I don't even, no smoking in my parents' house kind of thing, right? So they know what I'm doing, they love what I'm doing, and I'm educating them, right? I'm teaching my parents that it's medicine, and now they're understanding it, and I have my dad, I have my dad medicating in other ways without the, you know, so it's like, it's like a whole new world for me. And then my hubby's like killing it, and I'm like, we're doing this, right? And
yeah,
I mean,
listen, there's some stuff in here, and listen, as I said before, we've got some queens in the building, and what's beautiful is that we've got entrepreneurs, and when you see people take that risk to go and do their own, and then they're helping so many others. Let me get that on there. Check this out.
Well, that's how it all started. Shout out to my little box. That was all like a passion project.
This was a start right here.
That was,
I like the packaging. My baby. The packaging looks great. And then we come in, and they've brought some flavors in here.
People are like, I'm over the pre-rolls, you know, because Oklahoma, like, so many type of pre-rolls you find. So people are like, let me see your flower. So I'm like, I got you. I brought up the flower. Yes.
Yeah, you got some stuff over here, some gas cakes, some Scotty's cake.
Yes, we have
a lot of biscotti.
Hey,
I like that.
Look out for some new drops. We stay pheno hunting. That's one thing. Like, that's what hubby's doing, you know, just working on genetics, like crosses.
That's teamwork.
Yeah. So
that's teamwork.
We're all a team.
Hey, listen, I'm happy to be a part of this team. Like, this is about to become some things. Guys, listen. This is amazing. I told you we had some queens in here. This is the FIKA brand. Make sure to like them, follow them. Where can they get the FIKA brand?
Yeah, so we have at FIKA.OKC. We have FIKA things for the pre-rolls lifestyle. We try to do on our cultivation page. We're gonna start showing more of the educational side.
I'm excited to see that.
You know, and really touching base in things like this. Like, for me, testimonies are huge. All my with the dispensary partners, is not just, I'm not trying to just sell you flower. You know, I want to interact with my patients. What are my patients asking for? How is, you know, can I get some feedback? Like, that's huge on me. Personally, me, like, I like to do things right? So, yeah, I try to show face. I do the same. I wear many hats. We all wear all the hats. You know, if I have to go in there and leave, we go in there as a team. We leave. We do what we got to do, right? But at the end, just to bring that quality and yeah,
this
just
is gonna
all for the patients.
Guys, you're gonna see it. They're gonna put the links down below. Make sure you're following. I'm telling you, with testimonies like this, being real, with smells like this right here,
That's some
with
Scotty's
flavors.
cake. I like it.
This is which one?
Scotty's.
Okay.
That has been our
This
top
one's-
seller,
this one's-
actually.
that
Scotty's
smells
cake, very
delicious. And then what's this one here?
That's some great biscotti. We have a hash collab coming soon with Greenstone. Super excited about
Okay.
that.
Now,
Yeah.
that's what you got coming up.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
pay
we got some
attention to
fun
that,
things.
guys, and then make sure you're following because, like I said, we're gonna come back in 3 months. We're gonna do a follow up. We're gonna take the team down. We're gonna go see this operation, and we're gonna find out more about this brand because I tell you, they're powerful, guys. They're powerful, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for being on
No,
tonight.
thank
We
you.
look
This has
forward to
been
finding
great.
out more about what's gonna happen and being a part of this growth and this
Yes,
change you
let's
guys
do it.
have. Definitely, guys.
Shout out to this team. They're like this. They have gave us some amazing fruits, just a vibe. Like everybody's super nice. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're so welcome.
And yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
there
Shout
it
out to all
is.
the amazing
My
ladies
God.
over there.
All right, guys, listen. You know what that sound is. I'm going to have Petty Fox take us out. Pay attention. I've got one more powerhouse coming up for you, and she is the very first start of a CBD body cream. And I tell you, the first in the state. I remember her because I got the first billboard. She had the second. So I'm excited about bringing her on. Guys, this is going to be great. Pay attention. We'll see you soon.
You said the coffee scrub?
I told you
need
about that one. Yeah.
That'll be good. The coffee scrub
No,
is good.
I'm
Hey, camera's hot, and I'm cold. Cold-blooded. Just play. That was a little bit. Cold-blooded. Guys, welcome back. Oh my gosh, listen. You know, we brought up the heavy hitter, Asma. Let me tell you guys, was feeling this, and this brand here.
I'm a light hitter.
She's a light hitter, she says, knocking things down. She's been in the game for a good amount of time, right? And I say this because I remember this is the first butter that was on the shelves that I remember at the start of this. Why? Because we've helped a plethora of patients. And so when I seen it and then I still see it going, it's a testament to a person's belief, a person's commitment, and then consistency. And that's what I can speak about this young lady who's up here with us next. Miss Asma, welcome. Thank you so much for blessing us with your presence today.
Thank you.
For sure, for sure. Oh man, listen, I can speak highly all day, but I like when people speak about themselves, right?
Thank you.
So you're so welcome. Why don't you go ahead and tell these lovely folks about your brand and who you are and what's going on, what you got going here.
I just have something that can help anybody in the household feel good. So, babies to grandparents, men, women. It's an all-inclusive product, and the whole brand revolves around this one.
Okay, this is the first. This is the bread and butter, and it's a massage butter. But what's beautiful about this, because I use it. So remember, folks, while you guys watch us, a lot of these people that we bring on this show, we're developing relationships with, or we may have relationships with. And these are things that we use or people that we like and products that we've loved. And this is one of them. I personally use this in my home. My sons use it. My nieces use it. My wife uses it. And it's CBD infused, and I love it. And I think that with that being in there, what's beautiful is it's shiny, but it's not oily residuey, and I just love it because it absorbs
and if
so
you just
fast.
Massage it in there a little bit.
Literally,
give yourself some love.
Yes,
I have a massage therapist that no, she's a therapist.
Okay, she's a therapist.
She's a mental health therapist and coach. Actually. Okay, she gifted my products to some of her clients to help them use it as a product, yes, but as something to work with. You know what I mean? Because in therapy, they give you all these tools for you to use, you know, with whatever you're struggling with. And it was something like to guide them, like, you know, to feel your emotions and then like let it go. But it's like
it's a
physical,
release.
yeah,
it's a physical tool that you can use.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool, and that was one of the latest things. But yeah, this is my baby. You know?
What I love about your baby is your baby isn't ugly. I can tell you that right now.
Thank you.
It's used for all skin types.
Beautiful.
Thank you very much. And so when you're using all skin types, my brother has eczema, and utilizing this helped him to not have to use the steroid as much. And so the thing is with most steroids, as people, if you don't know, they're addictive as well. And so once you have that going into your system, you won't have to use as much, and that decreases the effect of it. And so using this as a substitute and helping with the decreasing of the steroid, this is that product. And so, like, wow, this is your baby. This damn thing is amazing. And look at my beautiful fingers. I just, bam.
See, it absorbed it after just a second.
That's not the 5 fingers to the face. I'm not Dave Chappelle, but this is great, right? And so we go in from there to this other product, which I really do like this product too. Before I don't have no crusties. I did it. I used it. This is the lip balm. And this lip balm is made with real cannabis fats, fresh and raw ingredients. And I love it because it's not like waxy. You know what I mean? Like there's some you put on and it's just like you're tasting wax. Not a terpene infused wax either, Miss Mary. Not that at all. But it's just waxy. And so I really do enjoy this. But what I'm excited about you to talk about is your latest project. Would you be able to, this is the first in the market in Oklahoma that I've seen. I know it is. Would you be able to tell people about this beautiful package right here?
So,
can you zoom in on that? Where we at? Check this out.
This is the first on, guys. I mean, like I said, we're bringing some powerhouses in here. We've got some women that are doing amazing things in their genre, their essence, their fields, and they're innovators all the way around. This right here is chewing gum, CBD-infused chewing gum, guys. We went from terpenes, we went from nano-infused, we went from quality flower to CBD gum. Come on, girl.
So Dr. Sims kind of teed it up earlier,
right?
You know what I mean?
Yep, that was the layup. Bam.
But
Doc,
it's
shout out Dr. Jason Sims, THC2.
It's made with some nano water soluble.
Okay.
So the way it works is you're delivering the medicine in a low dose through your mouth.
Okay.
So for everybody that has kidney and liver issues and things like that, they're able to bypass the digestive system as a whole and just go straight through.
In.
So for people with like high anxiety, anger issues, so kids that lack focus, it's a low dose. It's not a product that's going to get you stoned. It's real medicine. I'm using CBD. I do have Delta 8 too because I wanted the 2 different flavors on there,
which flavors do we have?
So the CBD is lemon mint, and then
the other one is
sour berry.
Sour berry. All right, watch out now. I like lemon stuff anyways, kind of like that animal lemon. We're not going to talk about that right now. We're going to try it later, though. It's going to be good. And then some of this lemon. Sorry, that was a little too much. We're going to do it. Okay, so this is amazing. Even what you were just mentioning about the kids, right?
Yeah.
I think that's a great approach in your product and that product approach, going from any patient, but really specializing where a child with an anxiety or an attention disorder, don't want to say disorder, or attention problem, issue, to have a way that is non-opiate, that is non-addictive, right? That can actually see the increase or the change in that person or that child almost immediately with nano, because it's very fast acting. That's very...
So like as you're chewing it,
it's dissolving
after 10,
and going
15
in.
minutes, you've absorbed it. So,
oh, man.
So it's real nice. You're meant to be, I'm a human being, we're all human beings, and human beings are, we're designed to create.
Yes.
So this was just something, I was looking at the market, and when I first got into the industry with my skincare, I've been doing my skincare 10 years, but when I got into the industry, it was because people told me I couldn't. So I wanted to prove them wrong, but I also had no business plan, no capital, none of the 1, 2, 3s.
Right.
And I got my behind kicked pretty good, you know what I mean?
But you had the vision.
Even though I built a brand, and even though I got into a lot of retail stores, I had to really learn some hard lessons. And in the middle of that, I pretty much just meditated. Did a lot of alone time, did a lot of just figuring out why it is that I'm doing this and that. And
your why.
And next thing you know, just, one thing led to another. So
call that the transition.
It's like healing inside and out.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do a slogan with that soon, but
healing inside and out. I like that. Did
It's
I say that earlier?
I mean? Like, I
think I said that earlier.
Maybe you did.
It's
something you say. It's something we say probably in this. I don't know.
I think it's like-minded, like when you have that.
Yeah.
And you're right.
But just between the topical and something that you ingest,
In multiple forms, too, because, you get out of that bath, it'll be good out of the bath soak. Some butter. That's right. That's how you combine all that. And then you know what you have in your glass? That infuser. That's right. And then you know what you have in your cone? That good. Yeah, girl. This is good, guys. This is amazing. Let me tell you this. I commend you, number one, for doing exactly what you just last stated. Following a vision, right? Not having the 1, 2, 3s, not thinking about, I got it in there? How about that? Hold on. There we go. Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
This is what's beautiful about live shows, guys. I get to do it right in front of you. Bam! All right, there we go. So back to what I was saying. Huge testament. Huge congratulations. And really just, I applaud you, because just like the other women that are on here,
having a vision is one thing, executing is another. And then trying, failing, adjusting, and getting back on it to keep coming out. That's not what most do. And that's why a lot of people don't survive in business, because they're not made for the grit. But when you have your passion and your why figured out, it doesn't matter about what's going on. You're doing it for a bigger purpose. And I bet, and I can say that to all of the guests that we've had on here tonight and the ones that we bring on here, that's probably the common trait attribute that everyone has, is they have a vision, and everyone's story is different, but they're all the same.
Yep.
They're all the same. We have something we're passionate about, and this is what we're going in on, and this is what I believe. And so I just want to, same thing. I'm just so fucking happy to have you here, girl.
Thank
so
you.
fucking happy. Before I let you go, it's
I'm
my
grateful.
favorite question. My favorite question is, when did the plant touch you?
I was in Fresno.
Hey, Cali.
You know?
Okay. SFE, one of my faves.
And it was the classic hot box in a car, go to Taco Bell, and
Double-decker taco.
I didn't go to
Watch out.
class because I had too much. You know what I mean? It was my first time, and it was like a full roll blunt. So that was the first time I ever consumed cannabis, and I just couldn't go to class. You know what I mean? I just remember like I stepped down, and the ground was like lower than what it was.
Yeah.
But you know, you build your tolerance and everything. So I'm going to refer back to Dr. Sims.
Mm-hmm.
I consume all day, every day, but you can't tell that I'm
Medication.
any kind of anything because I know what I need to be able to function, right? So
You figured out your regimen.
Yep. So, and everybody's different.
Correct. And I mean, shout out Dr. Sims being on, and a testament to everybody that's on. The one thing I can tell you, if you haven't heard it and you're not listening, is find your regimen. Write the stuff down. See what you like. Figure it out. And then once you figure it out, go with it. You'll be the best possible version of yourself. And that's, I think that's the sum I take away from this bad boy here. And so, listen, I am so happy that you're able to bless us with this today.
Thank you.
Thank you for the products. I look forward in the next 3 months that I can do a follow-up with you to see how this gum and everything is going. You know, I'm about to get ready to go over here and smack on some myself here in just a minute. How can people find your products? Where can we go and get them?
You know, social media. I run all my social media on my website. So,
Okay.
Feel This Skincare, one S, or I have QR codes on my products and things like that, so they'll be able to just scan it and get on there. But it's foodforyourskin.com.
Foodforyourskin.com.
It's foodforyourskin.com.
Oh, I thought you meant.
Remember the
it's the
ITS?
website.
It's foodforyourskin.com.
Sorry.
That's what's in here. It's foodforyourskin. So .com. That's the best way to get a hold of me.
Okay.
And thank you so much.
Heck yeah, girl, you know it. And listen, like I said, look forward to catching back up with you on the next wave. Guys, this has been such a powerful, emotional show, and I'm super stoked about the guests that we've had on. Super stoked about what we're going to bring on. I think that this Women's Month has been just incredible. And the last thing we're going to do, this is the first time that we've ever done this, is we're going to do this a mocktail. Can of mocktail. Okay, I want to make sure I say the things right. A can of mocktail made right here. You're going to get to see how easy it is to do that, and then you can do this at home on your own. This is going to be so amazing. So, Petty Fox, give us on our last break real quick before we do this. Yeah, that's my button. Folks, pay attention, stay tuned. We'll be right back with you.
Maybe I should pour myself a drink. Something with a kilo of caffeine. Wish some other kilo you would bring. 'Cause this coffee doesn't do a thing. Maybe I should pour myself. Maybe I should pour myself a drink. Something with a kilo
He's gonna tell me whenever we're live. Oh shit! Damn it! All right, thought I was gonna get a prequel or whatnot. Guy, I don't even think a prequel is the right word to use.
Oh boy! Grab that one in the middle.
All right.
Take it off there.
Take it off. Hey guys, I'm not gonna take shit nowhere. This is what we're gonna do. All right, yeah, like this. We're gonna improvise. Yeah, yeah. There we go. Yeah, how's that? Oh, that's all I got there.
Okay.
No choice. Yeah, that was not as simple as just taking it out of there. Was it now? I like this though. Okay. All right. All right, guys, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time we've done this. I'm so excited about it. This is our 3rd week in Women's Month, but this is the first demo that we've ever done. And so you guys are going to see it live right here in front of how to make your own canna mocktail. And so, Tessy, let's go, girl. Show us some stuff.
Let's show
Tell us what we got.
So this first one we're going to do is what I call the Mitties Bomb Pop.
Mitties Bomb Pop, okay.
Lemonade and our blue raz. We're using our blue raz refresher. And so I'm going to take a little bit of grenadine. And if you don't know this right here is so that you can pour and it won't dilute in there.
Oh,
just
snap.
like that.
Okay.
So we're going to take it there and we're going to take this one, which is our blue raz. We're going to pour it right there on top.
Oh, that's the summer bowl pop.
There we go. We got some Mitties Bomb Pop. Look at how pretty that baby is.
Mitties Bomb Pop. Guys.
Where we at?
Where we at? Listen, that right there reminds me of chasing that ice cream truck down the street and getting that dollar right there.
Right? Mitties
wow.
Bomb Pop right there.
Guys, look at that. The colors is good. What do you guys think of that?
Beautiful.
Man,
So
okay.
alcohol-free way
Alcohol-free.
to feed your endocannabinoid system and not destroy it. I'm not knocking alcohol. People, whatever, use your own vice. But this right here, these are some of the ways. The next one is my personal favorite. My personal favorite is the Refresher Sunrise. Kind of my throwback to tequila sunrise days.
Okay.
This is my had a really hard day, need a drink. So orange juice, a little bit of ginger ale, right there. We're gonna take the black cherry refresher.
Okay.
Right here, and then we're gonna just put that bad boy right there on top.
So are we using the whole refresher in each drink? Okay.
Yep.
And each
This
of
is the
these
whole
are
refresher.
20 milligrams, right?
Yes.
20 milligrams.
Yep,
full
20
spectrum.
full
Full
spectrum.
spectrum.
So we're one of the few, maybe only, that I know of beverages that are full spectrum.
Okay.
So this is our beverage enhancers. They are also sugar-free.
Ah, beautiful.
Yes, wonderful. So this is our black cherry. So here we got Refresher Sunrise.
What? That looks delicious.
Oh, wait till you try it.
Oh, ladies. Yep, this is going to be, hold on a second. It's coming. Okay. And then what is
Everybody's getting really
everybody
excited.
is super excited about these drinks now.
Yeah, so this next one is a really fun one. This one is my Rainbow Refresher.
Okay.
So we're going to take our orange juice. We're going to put some blue Curaçao syrup.
Blue Curaçao syrup.
We're gonna pour
I don't know
a
what
good
this
amount of that
spoon
in
is, but
there.
it's a cool spoon.
Yeah, so the spoon is great because it allows you to, it runs all the way down it, so you don't have to mix it in. And then we're going to add the black cherry refresher to this.
Okay.
And if we can get it right, oh, I'm making a big mess in here.
No, that's all right. Somebody, it's medicine. It'll be taken care of.
So we're going to do that. I'm going to give it just a little dip in it, like that.
Ooh, what do you call
And
this
then
one?
we've got our pretty little rainbow.
Pretty little rainbow. Oh, okay. I see the
Rainbow
color
refresher
change.
right there.
What? Nice. Guys, look at that, ladies. Hey, let's zoom in on those things right there, man. Those things look amazing.
Yeah, so all you need is just a few simple ingredients, and you can have a whole entire cocktail party without alcohol, and you have a really amazing elevated experience.
Hey, can we get a little finger snaps for no alcohol? Yeah, this is going to be good. Listen, ladies, thank you, ladies, for being in business, for having a dream, for following your vision, and constantly just making amends and pivoting. And that's what the most important is. And that goes for every one of you ladies. Like, that's why we're empowering Women's Month. But every month is Women's Month, just like every day is Women's Day. We are humans trying to be the most authentic selves, and I am just so thankful that you ladies are in business and you guys were able to share your stories with us tonight.
Yes, and I'm thankful for all these ladies. When you saw and you told me the lineup, I was like, oh my God, Girl Crush City. Like, some of these girls are my actually all of them are my favorite. So it's really exciting to be on here with them.
Oh, thank you guys. And that major shout out to Dave and Sasha. You guys don't know them yet. They're the guys that don't like to be in front of the camera, but they are in front of the camera sometimes. So, like, they really do a lot of, actually, they do everything that's happening behind here. And major shout out to my production team and MCM crew. Dr. Sims, thank you for coming through this evening. We've got my man over there. I see you. I got you. Petty Fox, holding it down as usual. Thank you again. Guys, next Wednesday, every Wednesday, 7 p.m., live, YouTube, Facebook, Roku. Go in, like, share, follow us. If you guys have questions, if you guys have guests you would like to see, send that stuff in to us. And then follow and tap in down below. You'll see everybody's socials and how to get in contact and find their products. Again, we appreciate you guys. We look forward to seeing you next Wednesday. Ladies, thank you guys again. And we out.
Let's drink.
Let's drink. Off camera.